Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Commander Belay, and this is your review for the Chelsea versus Brighton game, which has ended 2-0. First home win of the season in the Premier League, first clean sheet of the season. Doesn't it feel good? Doesn't it feel good? The game itself, very boring. I'm not going to lie, it wasn't an enjoyable game. Brighton didn't really have many tactics to really threat us much. They had a couple of decent chances, they hit the crossbar a couple of times. Apart from that, we nullified the threat well. We kept the spaces in between the midfield and the defence quite narrow. So, I think tactically Lampard got it wrong, but I thought the formation and the lineup was shambolic. I mean, I saw it and I was already fuming. But before I go into, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're not on here. Make sure you hit the notification so you're notified every time I do upload, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Starting the lineup, he played a 4-2-3-1. Kepa for Balaga in goal, Alonso in for the injured Emerson, Azpilicueta, and we had Andres Christensen next to Fikayo Tomori, Jorginho in the pivot next to Ross Barkley. Yes, in the pivot next to Ross Barkley. We had Willian in the number 8 position, Pedro on the right hand side, Mason Mount left wing, and we had Tammy Abraham up front. And I looked at the lineup and I went, Lampard, what are you smoking? I was like, Lampard, you're on the herbal essence, and what are you actually smoking? Barkley in a double pivot, Alonso left back, Mason Mount out of position yet again. Willian number 8. Are you off your rocket? Are you off your marbles? I was ready to rant. I was like, let's not be reactionary. There has to be context to this. Let's think about this. Obviously, we have Lille Wednesday night, so he's going to be thinking about that preparations. Obviously, Emerson was injured, and there's other players that rested. Our bench was by far stronger than our starting 11, and you don't normally see that. Now, I thought that, if we didn't get the 3 points today, it had to be on Lampard's head, because tactically, despite him getting it correct, the lineup wasn't good. But like I said, there is some context to that. But again, parking the pivot, I mean, that's no excuse. I don't understand why Kovacic isn't going to get more minutes. I think Kovacic is a top player. He's much better than Barkley in that position, just a much more overall complete player. Don't understand why Barkley was in that pivot. Luckily, because of the pace of Brighton, because they haven't really got much pace, they're a very physical team. That wouldn't really threat Barkley. He's very tall. He can deal with the set piece threat, etc. I thought we had a decent game. I thought overall everyone had a decent game. And to be honest, I think the 2-0 is a small scoreline. I think the minimum we should have been winning 4-0. Tammy Abraham had 2 sitters. But the second one was really clever. He thought that Matt Ryan was going to be going down to basically loop it over him, to lob him. Fortunately, it didn't work out, but he is a Premier League striker, and he's got some future, honestly. Again, what I don't understand is Mason Mount. I want to talk about Mason Mount. Like, obviously, people that watch this video, you know that I don't rate Mason Mount highly. He's a good player, but that's about it. And to play him out of position, it's not clever. I don't get why Frank Lampard is obsessed with him playing at left wing. Why is Willian in number 8? Why can't you swap Mason Mount and Willian? Because Willian, his best position is left wing. Mason Mount's best position is the number 8, number 10, where he's got a high NG work rate. He can recover balls, he can intercept, he's got an eye for a goal. He's in more central areas so he can build more of a threat, etc. Put that killer pass. But on the left wing, he's isolated. That's not his best position. He hasn't got the pace, etc. I don't get it. You're limiting Mason Mount that way, and he's already limited player. You got Willian, right? Again, limited, right? His end product, we know isn't very good. His decision making is very poor, to say the least. That's probably an understatement. And you're putting him out of position, both of them out of position. It doesn't make any sense to me. And then left hand side was completely crippled when you had Alonso, who makes those infield runs, doesn't overlap the wings. So you have Mason Mount, Alonso left wing, which completely crippled that left hand side. So our attack had to focus down on the right hand side. Now, if you look at the right hand side, Azpilicueta, he's not a very good fullback either when it comes to attacking the spaces. Again, crippled on that side. So today was really crucial for those central areas. And I thought that Jorginho was magnificent today. He had to orchestrate the game. He had to pull those strings. I'm so delighted for him to get a goal. And all this bullshit about Lampard protecting Barkley, going, oh, but Barkley's our pen taker when he's on the pitch. Bollocks. Absolutely bollocks. It was obviously, we all know at the time, he did it as a cover up because obviously he didn't want the media to catch on to it, so it's fair enough. But again, Jorginho, cool, calm and collected with the penalty, makes it 1-0. And to be honest, the fact it was 0-0 half time, I thought it was quite unfair. I thought Brighton were quite lucky. Obviously, we hit the crossbar, the post. We had numerous amount of chances, and yeah, we definitely should have been winning at the time. But Mason Mount did fairly well when obviously Brighton, he made that centre back made a mistake. Mason Mount then pounced on like a lion, won the penalty, nicked it in front of him. Jorginho calmly, collectively put it away. But some fantastic, notable performances. And when Callum Hudson-Odoi came on, it was the cherry on the cake. It was literally the cherry on the cake because he got that beautiful assist for Willian's goal, Willian's deflected goal. But the run when he came into the game, it wasn't the fact that he just got an assist, it's the pace injection, the fact that he was running past play, so direct, the way that he drew past players, link up the play, he elevated the team, and he reminds me so much of Eden Hazard when he came on, the way he elevates the team, and that's why he will be world class, because of the way he changes the team's dynamics, he changes the way they play, his pace, his directness, the way he can get in behind that defence, and running behind that tight defence that Brighton had all game, and with his pace and dribbling ability, Brighton just couldn't handle it, on the counter-attack when he was running with them at pace, with agility and acceleration. The fullbacks couldn't handle it. He made that killer free ball for Willian. Very, very good decision making, especially at 18 years of age. Willian got a bit lucky, but then, as they all say, you make your luck. You make your own luck. It's as simple as that. You make your own luck. And yeah, for me, the main thing from this game as well is that we finally got a clean sheet. Finally, Kepa got a clean sheet. Kepa didn't really have to make any world-class saves. So obviously it means that our defensive line, our defensive shape was always intact. Tomori was magnificent. We'll be getting into the centre-back partnership in a minute. But he made one fantastic, his distribution was fantastic as always, but he made one fantastic interception. The ball was coming through. Brighton could have been one-on-one through on goal, and he basically blocked it one-on-one. Could have given away a penalty, so really, really clever by Kepa. Very demanding leadership qualities, very good in the air as well, and yeah, very dominant performance by Kepa. Very average, didn't really have much to do, but distribution on point as per usual. But the centre-back partnerships I want to mention, and Fikayo Tomori, this guy, ever since he started to play for us, he's proven all the doubters wrong, he's proven me wrong, and for me, he is our best centre-back on form, and I stress this at the moment, on form. Today, it was so demanding, he reminds me of someone who's 28, 29 years of age. He felt like as if he had so much experience. He's only 20 years of age, but yeah, he's playing with presence, with pride. He's so aerially dominant, and the way that he grabs the ball, he isn't phased by anything. It's as if he's been playing for years. He's got so much experience, but he hasn't. But it's the way he played, the style of play, aerially dominant, winning all his aerial duels, tackles, interceptions, strength, etc., agility. He's so quick and so comfortable on the ball, which helps our team so well because he's already worked on Lampard at Derby, so he knows what to do tactically as a centre back, but also he's so agile and comfortable on the ball. He can ping long passes left, right, centre, etc. But also he knows, because he fits Lampard's system as a centre back, and him and Christensen, when they're gelling together as a centre back partnership, it's going to be magnificent. Christensen, very, very good performance as well. Against physical strikers, he really dealt well today. Those passes in field, the way he makes those runs in field and picks out those passes, another fantastic ball playing centre back. And again, those 2 years in Mönchengladbach really helped his development. And I think Christian Tomori was a fantastic partnership. And the fact that we kept a clean sheet is definitely going to give confidence for our backline, give confidence to Kepa to make more saves, and give confidence like to Christensen and Tomori that we can actually keep clean sheets. And just the overall team, and Lampard stressed in the press conference that when it comes to clean sheets, it's not just the centre backs and the back line, it's a team effort, it's a collective team effort. And like I mentioned at the start of the video, because we kept the clean sheet due to our narrowing those gaps between the midfield and the defence, we narrowed those gaps, nullifying their threat, nullifying Brighton's threat. And despite Glenn Murray coming on, very, very physical, tall striker, Christensen and Tomori, despite being inexperienced and young, they still dealt with the threat. I think it was overall very, very good performance. And like I said, the fact that we only won 2-0 is quite disappointing. Should have had more. But now we are in the top 6, 11 points now. And hopefully, starting to pick up some momentum. We've got next 5 games, all winnable now as well. We've got players coming back. Callum Hudson-Odoi coming back. Reece James coming back. N'Golo Kante had a niggle. Will be back for Lille. Rudiger coming back. Pulisic hopefully adapting to the Premier League style. He will also be coming back as well. Emerson, when he comes back from injury after the international break, it's looking promising. And think about it this way, this is pretty much our second team. When we have those players back, Pulisic, Hudson-Odoi, Reece James, Rudiger, Kante, Emerson, this team will reach a new height, a new peak. It will be elevated onto a new level, and then you'll see some top performances. And honestly speaking, with Ruben Loftus-Cheek as well, completely forgot about him. With Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Pulisic adapting as well, this team can go places. There's so much potential to this team, and I think that it really emphasised how good our academy was. And finally, they're given a chance. Jody Morris at the helm as well as assistant manager. Overall, very good performance. I'm really satisfied, really happy with the win. Most importantly, we got the 3 points and a clean sheet. Couldn't ask for any more. The fact that we got 3 points and a clean sheet, so really, really happy with that. But yeah, that's going to wrap up the review. If you did enjoy this review, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you're not on here. Make sure you hit the notification so you're notified for every time I do upload. And comment down below your thoughts, opinions. Who do you think played well? Are you happy with a clean sheet? Do you think it was a bit of a lackluster performance? Do you think we should have scored more? Yeah, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.